Hi everyone, guys. Hi. Today a little bit different, but could you just give us a 5 second to make sure that you can hear us? Everything is fine. So yeah, let's
I
just share
am
with us,
confirming
guys.
that
Hi.
I can see everything
Today a
clearly
little bit
on the
different,
YouTube page
but
currently.
could you
There's
just
like four
give
of
us
us.
a five
Everything is
second
looks good so
to make sure
far.
that you can
The
hear
sound
us?
is good, so
Everything is fine. So
okay.
yeah. So then yeah, Maciek, I think
I
just share
am
with us,
confirming
guys.
that
Hi.
I can see
Welcome
everything
Today a
clearly
little bit
on the
different,
YouTube page
107th
currently.
Devs
There's
and
like
HODLERS
four of us.
meeting.
We are
Everything is
really
good,
short
to make sure
on
that you
time a
can
bit
hear us.
because we need to set
Everything
up a
is
new stream because
fine.
the OBS
So
was dead.
so then
Obviously, sorry
yeah,
for
Maciek,
the
I think
any
share with us.
inconvenience
Hi.
caused by
So
that.
hi everyone, welcome
But
to
let's just cut it here
107th
and let's
Devs
just
and
jump
HODLERS
straight to
meeting.
the information that we
Everything
have
is
for you.
good, so far so
I just want to have
we need to
before
set up a new stream
we
because the
go to
OBS
the
was
what
dead.
Thomas was
Obviously,
presenting
sorry
today,
for the any
basically
inconvenience caused by
the
that. So hi everyone, welcome to
blockchain of the
107th Devs and
market
HODLERS
preview.
meeting.
We're gonna go through
Let's
that. You're
jump
gonna
straight
see
in.
some code
Really good
regarding
short
that.
time a
I
bit
just want to
because
but before that,
before
we
we
go to
Maciek,
the
could you
what
just
Thomas was
stay
presenting
stop
today.
for a second? Because
Basically
I
the
hearing our stream
blockchain of the
twice.
market
So
preview. We're
I
gonna go
yeah,
through
okay,
that.
sorry. Yeah, just proceed, sorry.
Yes. So there's some really important thing, important news, which I think appeared on a Big Bets platform, the biggest B platform. I'm just gonna share my screen with you real fast and gonna show you. Let me just. Yes. So basically, here it is. This is important. We are also mentioning a lot. We are telling you about the BRICS. There is a thread in Polish language on Big Bets biggest B research channel on the Twitter. There will be an English version soon. Since the beginning of the existence, basically, of this Twitter that we made, our research team, we're informing you about what's happening on the BRICS because this is really important part for us from the geopolitical point of view. And now there's an information that the ASEAN Economic Union, which is partially also like kind of like affects the breach and so on. They are looking for. So we all know that the whole world is currently under the dollarization procedure. So they are trying to switch from the US dollar to other currencies, often local currencies. This possibly will affect the USD strength, resulting basically in the dump, in the coin dump. I mean, but this time it's not some. This is not some Bitcoin or any crypto coin, but it's basically an US dollar that will be dumped on the market. So if the Fed or the US government won't make any decisions on that or any moves on that, what is be done is basically the USD price will decrease. So you can accept that if you have some, you can consider some shorts here. Other than
But
that,
this is just an opinion, your opinion, right? This is not
yes,
advice.
yes, this is obvious. Yes, obviously, this is just my opinion, but it's gonna be a simple logic, a result, because if they are planning to, and if they're gonna dump the US dollar, then if the US government won't do anything to cover it, the USD will slump. But yeah, obviously, this is just a decision. And the other thing, what I wanted to share with you is. Let me just stop sharing. I'm gonna share a different time with you.
Yeah, guys. So, like always, remember that there is still you can follow us on all the channels. There's a lot of good questions and discussions going on, right? So remember the Twitter. We, you can just find all the socials on our website, and yeah, and this is the Twitter account, and you should
Yeah,
follow
this
that.
is the thread. Yeah, exactly. So this is thread what I'm talking about. This is maybe we are trying to put everything in one thread. This is for our friends from Poland. It's currently available on Big Bets research channel. There is a lot of topics covered in there in terms of geopolitical point of view. I highly recommend you to read that. Obviously, give us a like if you like it. Follow the Big Bets research channel. So yeah, but I think it's pretty interesting if you are interesting even in the Eastern Bloc. From the political and economical point of view, this is something a must read for you guys, basically.
So we have you right now, Maciek, on stage. So my question is because last week we had a question on our live stream that is there any events in the plan in our horizon? And I think something good and new happening is right now in this week. Could you leak a little bit more about what proposition we have for ACP or anything like that, and what we are thinking about? Or we don't want to leak that right now?
I mean, we can try. So we currently discussing what will be the matter of it, but after some talks with different people from the ICP project, and not only, and people that we partially believe and trust in terms of the development, we decided to integrate further with the ICP. So there will be probably partially a market launching on the ICP chain. That's what it is, and there will be some future cooperations and including big events. And this is a huge opportunity for bigshortbets because this will create a buzz in the VC area. The people all around the world, because even though the ICP chain isn't as well known as maybe other chains, the people associated with the ICP are well known around the globe, and the funds and everything. So this is a huge opportunity for bigshortbets, not only from the development perspective, but from the marketing perspective and communication. And this is what we want to utilize, and this is the value that we want to catch in terms of the cooperation with ICP. So you can expect some more information popping on our social media soon when we have everything prepared, but we are just giving you a heads up right now.
The most important part of that is this event will mainly be covered with the meetings and the people that they are international well known. I mean that there will be names from around the world, right? Not only our Polish friends that they are helping and delivering our project, but we're talking about people just come from United States,
Switzerland as well.
Switzerland and Dubai or whatever you can imagine. So I think it will be quite huge and first step to be more international and opens the door for our marketing to go a little bit broader. So yeah, so we are quite
Yes,
surprised that
yes.
I mean, we're happy that we have this as well, and this is not something that we are come up as well. This is the something that the Internet Computer Protocol and Definity Foundation just come up with the idea that we could do something like that in a Warsaw. So yeah, so we are doing our best to make it, but still, you should be on the lives to make sure to be able to be first person who heard about the details, right? But right now we're giving you the sneak peek about what is going on there.
Exactly. And why is it so important? Because as you may know, since the beginning, we don't do marketing, shilling marketing or something like that. We rely strongly on the word of mouth and on the buzz created in that people talk about us, but we don't do it in a way that we try to not pay for the marketing, because the marketing that you're not paying for is the most efficient and the most and the best, basically, in terms of the effects or long-term effects. And this cooperation with ICP and the possible things that we're going to do with them create opportunities to make this kind of marketing. That's why we want to catch this opportunity and use it as an advantage, and of course for the benefit for the whole biggest B hodlers and biggest B users.
So maybe guys, we can go more into details, like we're gonna be accelerator or something different, like how it's gonna work, like project can come to us,
Let's just leave it for the
some
future
grants.
lives, Bartek.
Okay,
What
okay.
can say that we are talking about the meetings, the presentation on high level with the very I mean, very powerful people from around the world under the bigshortbets, logo. But as well, we are thinking about making a hackathon that will be for just spreading the technology and helping to be more visible across the border. So yeah, so I mean across the developers, and just show that we have as well many talents in the Poland, and they know that, and they would like to just check it by just making an event like that. So, but yeah, let's just stay like that and don't go further. I think if you already spoke Bartek,
Okay.
guys, today is Bartek with us, who is the project manager for our Big Short Bet, like you know, and it's the Tomek. Tomek is our let's say like the lead blockchain developer, the best guy who's working on our most crucial and most critical things. Um, yeah,
Yeah, I
he's
can
Blockchain
at
say
the
boy.
like I can say we have our favorite backend developer Przemek, and we have our favorite blockchain developer Tomek here. So okay, but
Only
before Tomek,
favorites over here.
yeah,
No
only
one else.
favorites. So before Tomek presentation, I'd like to thank you for your whole informations and suggestions on our Telegram on Brainstorm group. We have a lot of information from you. What improvement can we add? What new functionalities, new features you want to see on Big Shore Bet? So we have a lot of informations from you. So here on the live, I want to thank you, and we make a list from that informations, and we're gonna make it happen probably soon. But first of all,
This is
market.
why you should be always on our Telegram groups and just follow our Twitters, because we are
Yes,
listening, we are reading, and we are always noting. Sometimes we're not responding for some questions because there is sometimes lack of the time to respond for everything what you are saying. But you know, sooner than later, it's always on our plate, and we're always discussing everything what is coming, just appearing from the community. So yeah, so don't worry if you are typing something there and we're not responding. It doesn't mean that we don't see that and we are not considering that as a part of our project, right? So yeah.
yes, yes. As you know, we need to prioritize our work. First of all, it's market. So today we want to introduce you the solution or leak of our solution, how it's gonna work from that more technical side. So here with us is Tomek, our blockchain developer. So okay, Tomek, stand with you.
Favorite one. Favorite
Favorite
one.
one, favorite one.
I don't know about which topic you're talking about, but okay, cool. Okay, I haven't prepared any presentation for that. I hope that we will just go through the, maybe not draft the code, but maybe the Explorer, and I will show you how it works for now. Please keep in mind that it's still R&D and it's early draft, let's say. It's not the final product, definitely, but I will show you, would like to show you the direction that we have and how we hope it will work. Please let me know first if you can see the screen.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, let me quickly jump to the our current blockchain that we have. So this is our biggest bio. So as you remember, we have recently delivered the testing version of our previous solution that was strictly based on the EVM and Ethereum here. And as you can see on the right-hand side, we have some transactions going on the markets that we created. If you remember correctly, that our last solution was strictly based on the Solidity contracts. So each market was a separate contract with different address that you can communicate with. Here we can see that there is, I remember it's our bot that is trying to create some transactions. So here's a lot of, let's say, not really
So,
understandable
Tomek,
for our
we can
perspective.
mention like it's our blockchain who what already works right now. So
Yes,
it's
exactly.
in real time data what you see now on the screen.
Yes, and also is quite stable for now because we had some issues in the past with the stability. Hopefully, we solved everything, and already 12 million blocks so far created, and it's still working. So we are really happy for that. And I created for this presentation our local dev node with our new features. It is in the development mode set, so there are some pre and owned accounts, let's say, like Alice, Bob, and so on. They have some base tokens, like there's our basic tokens of the chain. And yeah, and I would like to show you the functionality of the market itself. So and the new solution is based on the native code that we created in Rust here, and it will be exposed to the EVM. So the existing tools like MetaMask and all the communication that we had so far shall work in the final solution here. I will show you in the demo in a few minutes. For now, this market will exist in the blockchain code itself. So for this, maybe I'll show you. So for this presentation, I will create quickly some market. If you remember, we would like to try to support the oil market, the Nasdaq and Bitcoin to USDC. So let's
Yes.
call our market. It will be oil. We will create a tick size. We will probably hide the presentation with Przemek about the tick sizes, so I will don't talk about it right now. We limit this market to live for 1,000 blocks. Since now we deploy this transaction, I will use the Polkadot.js extension. It's like a wallet for the similar to the MetaMask, but you can communicate with our blockchain with this wallet as well. Our current blocked production time is 30 seconds because I was testing this, some races on the messages. So we will wait for a few things here. But as you can see here, some market has been created. We can see the details of it, that Alice created the market, paid some fee, and the market exists. Since now we can do some transactions on top of it. First thing is like I can jump to the market palette. So this is our market solution. I can try to create some order. So I'm sending an order to the oil market with price 1,000, quantity 100, and position will be long. And I will say send as well some position, some order with the same quantity, the same price, but with the opposite one. We got the confirmation that it has been added to the block. We can see that transaction for Bob is added, for Alice as well. There are some charges here. There's confirmation about the position, the order that we created. The fees are paid. As well, we introduce the, let's say, native support for the USDC, because the USDC will be the main currency for us here in order to charge the market money that we have. I hope that soon we will start work on the bridge that will, like I say, charge these accounts and deliver the money to our market here. It's also compatible with ERC20, so it's visible from the MetaMask. I will show you in a few minutes. So we have two orders settled here. They are actually in the block, and we can jump to the Explorer back, and we can see that it was block 88. In block 89, we have the layer 2. So if you remember from live 100, we discussed about the layer 1 and layer 2 solution that we would like to propose. The main goal was to take responsibility from us for creating the positions here, so finding both sides of the transactions here. And layer 2 is our, let's say, goal or path that we would like to follow. As you can see here is the layer 2 message that was sent by one of the validators here. And we can see for now, like Bob and Alice were the sides of these transactions, and the price and quantity of this position that was created was 1,100. As you can see as well, this transaction is not signed. So this is like unsigned transactions. You don't need a signature for now. And I hope it will remain like that. Because it allows almost everybody to settle such messages and try to find some positions. Similar thing is here in the Explorer. You can as well send it from your code if you communicate via WebSocket or RPC, but you can use the Explorer here as well. There's a possibility to create call this functionality from the Explorer. The thing is here about the fee. In order to secure, for now we are testing solution like this. Call of the function will charge you some fee, like a basic amount for the computation. But in case that somebody will find the positions or just send a message that is viable for the market, then this fee will be in the end not charged. So after the algorithm will be executed, this fee will be returned to the owner of the account. Yeah, so this is the first part that I would like to show you. Now maybe I will switch the window. I'm not sure if you will be able to see the MetaMask here, so I will share.
Let us know in the comments what do you think so far of
Yeah,
how it's working, what is the feeling.
Yeah, you can see like exactly what's going on, like how your transaction look in the block. What's the other side of the transaction? So it's look nice, really nice.
Oh.
Now you know why he is the favorite one.
Yeah.
The problem is that I just spoke with the muted microphone. So once again, like I said, what you saw was the blockchain. I mean, what you know is maybe you know that there is something like Ethereum scan, right? This is the Explorer, block Explorer. It helps you to understand what's going on in the blockchain. So quickly, just want to say what I just already said that. But I was muted that Tomek just created something that will help you to understand what's going on in the back and be real, help you then be, I mean, and helps project to be more transparent, right? This is what I try to say. Oop. Then I just clicked the wrong button, I think, guys. So yeah, there was a lot of very complicated things, but what's happened there was you can, first of all, I'm quite happy that about the improvements. You can see that the right now the current version of the blockchain that is running on under the bigshortbets address is so stable and yeah, it's so stable and help us to just realize that some of the fixes that we just did in a couple weeks ago just make this stable and nothing bad happened since then. And as well, you can imagine that this not so, I mean, it's not so, I mean, it's a little bit, I mean, let's say like that, it's going an acceptable amount of the time to create the new blocks right now, but thanks to the implementation that Tomek just presented right now and just come up with, and he just invented, because we need to say that this was Tomek's idea, it will be faster than this already is right now. So I'm quite happy about it, that we can improve further that the blockchains, you know, because one of the always arguments that blockchain is slow and you cannot work with that, thanks to those solutions, will allows us to make it faster than you can imagine. And everybody just say that we won't be able to reach this level, but I can see say right now that it will be faster than everybody you expected that.
So yeah, the remeasurements we try once we have the let's say more working algorithm here, definitely. Okay, let me quickly show you now the more EVM or Ethereum based part of this presentation. Okay, if you can see my entire screen right now,
Yes.
because it's important because there will be MetaMask jumping, so I would like you to see it as well. Okay, if you're not familiar with Remix, Remix is like IDE for the developers to write Solidity contracts, and if there will be the contract of our existing market, then probably it will be also visible here on the screen. But what we can see right now, there is like interface for the market is quite a tricky abstraction over there. So from the EVM perspective, we don't settle any code. We just say, hey, there is some interface. So there is some code somewhere already deployed. There is the address, Ethereum address of this code, and here is the interface. So what is staying behind this address? So how to communicate? What are the types? What are the functions, and so on. Here is the create order. This is like sample function that will allow us to do exactly the same thing that we did on the Explorer, but from the MetaMask and EVM perspective. So let me quickly compile this code, and it's compiled. Already I will switch the provider to the MetaMask. I hope it will work. As usual, some issues. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we are connected to the MetaMask. There is our ID of the network. There is account 7B9. So this is the same account that I'm already using in MetaMask, as you can see here. I also charge it with some development tokens just to have some money for payment of the fees. And I press the deploy. As you can see, there is information that we cannot deliver this code because it's strictly not a code. It's just the interface which tells us like where is the code and how it works. It's like from the Pirates from the Caribbean. Like I don't have the key. I have a print of the key. Yeah, like there's drawing of it. So what we shall do is, instead of developing the code, delivering, we are talking the Remix like, hey, try at this address, use this interface. And here in the bottom, we can see that it's understanding like there is such function. So we can just call it. So let's say we have oil, like previous time. 1100 and 0 and 1 with 0 states for long, 1 for short for now. I press transact, MetaMask appears, there is some chargeback for the fee, I confirm, and we can jump to the Explorer. We will wait for the next block. Here we go, and you can see in block 107, we have some MetaMask account this is like translated MetaMask address because the Subset and MetaMask have different account types, so there is need to convert them. Here is the account that we used. There is also chargeback on the USDCs. Please remember that there are 6 decimals, so this is like 100,000 because we settled 100 with price of 1,000, if I remember. Oh, yeah, here is the confirmation. We had also confirmation that this was executed in the EVM and it stays here. And it's also compatible. So let's say that Bob wants as well to deal with the guy and he will go long. What price we say? Maybe let's do the same for simplicity. Yeah, Bob settles some transaction here.
So this interface that you just show allows me to integrate with the blockchain and with the contract without using our interface. I mean the UI, or is just something different that you're showing right now? Because I think that not all guys are so advanced in the programming.
Yeah. Okay, so you can communicate with the blockchain in 2 ways. You can use the substrate word and existing word that we had so far with the MetaMask and EVM. So they are both, let's say, transparent and work in similar way. So for the substrate word, you can, for example, use the Explorer. It's like I used before, sign some transactions and deliver them like in the beginning of the presentation. You can use MetaMask and predefined interface. This interface will be also used on our UI. So probably if you will be settling order through our platform, then this will be also asking you to sign the message via MetaMask and will be delivered in the way that I just showed you a few seconds ago. Yeah, and there will be also option that you can just connect with the WebSocket. This is like for more developers that would like to do some automated trading, just to send these messages, sign them, and deliver them via the standard communication that we have. And so there are various options for that, and yeah, we are open for the different propositions here. Also, you can see probably this option to add here in MetaMask the USDC, because we have here only the dev accounts token address. Yeah, so let me check that. If I remember correctly, it was 888 address that I used to deliver it. So contract address 88. You can see that it recognizes that this USDC. I confirm. And you can see that for my account, I have left 900,000 of USDC, because in the beginning I minted like 1 million for that, but we created one position, so one order, so 100,000 was charged for it. So this is why the balance is changed here. Yeah.
Nice. It looks real nice.
It's really good. Actually, everything works.
Exactly. So,
That's
yeah, guys,
that's
any
the best
questions
part.
to the Tomek, because Tomek is quite a busy guy and is just joining us. It will be next meeting with Tomek will be a while right now, so yeah, it will take a little bit time to just give him once again the option to be here. So guys, use this time, use those questions. Tomek, thank you very much for your hard work, and yeah, like I always, I'm impressed with that, and we can say that it will be a huge step to just finish this part of the market and this new implementation of the off-chain workers, and this ways how we can use those transactions not only by using MetaMask in our UI, but as well by using other more maybe a little bit advanced, but for sure tools that they are sometimes more feasible for some of the traders and people, right? My microphone is quiet. Okay, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, today we focus more on that backend side, because usually on the dev scholars we want to show you how the front end change and anything like this. Today we have special occasion and great opportunity to ask how it works from the blockchain side for that bottom things. So if you have any questions, just give time to ask right now.
I think it's important to mention that they probably don't know what to ask Tomek in regards of what they saw.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
even if you have a
I'm quite.
question
Let's
after
just
live,
go like that. I will help the Tomek and our guys. So Tomek, based on what you already achieved in this project, and what is the most, I mean, what you are most proud of right now, and then this what you just come up with. I mean, I'm ready. You know, maybe you sure that some little things that it's tricky, or maybe you solved, or something that you know that we come up with very. I mean, you came up with very clever idea and would like to just tell a little bit more about it. You can just say something about the market and things like that.
It's not only my work, of course, but I'm quite happy that in 2 months we have at least something to show you for you. So maybe it's not the final product definitely, but it at least gives us something, and we are building on top of that. So these 2 months were really, let's say, hard. Sometimes even in the weekends, so it is a bit time consuming. The also quite a really good thing is like we have there are no limitations. Like we are big trust inside in our company, so like everybody trusts everybody, and we just have the option to experiment, do this R&D, try to implement different stuff. So the amount of features that appear here are also like they change a lot. Yeah, the vary. There's like the dynamic thing here. So some of the stuff that I wanted to present for you 1 month ago disappeared because we found some better solution and it was replaced. The same thing here. So don't be sure that in maybe if you meet in 1 month, probably it will be changed a bit. Yeah, don't be surprised if it will happen here. What I can say in addition is like we are still thinking about some additional solutions here. Maybe one of the stuff is like the monetization of the market. Uh, if you if you know the finding of the positions is a bit quite time consuming. Even we would like to maybe convince everybody or some of you to implement your own algorithms or just use our nodes and execute our algorithms on your demand and maybe earn some money on top of it. So like we would like to maybe charge some fees for you and provide some staking for that. We're also looking for some solutions for the split of the validators. Right now we are using the proof of authority. It's like there's a well-known set of validators that everybody knows because it's written in the consensus. Probably you would like to make like a market of the validators. We are still looking for some security issues there, but if everything will be fine, probably in the end there will be solution like there will be a market of the validators. You as the owner of the tokens may come and be like a nominator, so give some validator some money and like bet on some validator, and if this validator will deliver some block, then it will share with you the fee that he earned for this block. So this is also quite a big topic, but we are looking forward in the future for that. There will be, of course, the bridge integration here. We are also trying to minimize the wave and fees for the market. For now, there are like some hard-coded values, but once we have the final algorithm, then we will do some benchmarks and check the most pessimistic cases for them and try to adjust the fees for that. Also try to minimize the EVM impact here because previous solution was strictly based on the EVM, so the gas consumption was quite high. Right now there's only like a translation of the messages, so this gas fee shall stay let's say in some constant range, I hope. So that we definitely need something here. As well, we are thinking about some additional assets. Maybe I will share. I don't know how much time we have. I also don't want to bore you with a lot of stuff here, but
Everything is really interesting.
we would like maybe to
There is a
introduce.
joke, and I think it's not a joke. There is a statement from community members that say that it was made in the dark team, so it must work. So
Okay, yeah. We introduced some demo for the assets. So it's an option to create like multiple ERC20 compatible assets, like tokens, like USDC, like bets, like whatever is ERC20 compatible, and probably we can also USD deliver some USDC example here. USDC. Sorry, I'm typing like a. Asset decimals, we have 6, minimum balance, let's say
So this create opportunity, because if we can create our own tokens, we can create our own markets. For example, I see this opportunity here to create a Big Mac index basing on that or anything like that. This
I
creates
hope
a
that
lot of opportunities.
I remember in the past we discussed the topic like everybody should have opportunity to pay some gas, some money, and create its own market. I hope there will be an option like you saw before, so you will be able to just go here, create a market, provide some additional variables, so like tick size for it, maybe the Oracle addresses that are able to supply the Oracle price, lifetime of the market, so how long it should be kept alive, maybe the asset ID that you would like to here develop for us. So maybe you can create your own coin and use it as a currency for your market. So there are many different options, but once we finish the main core part and deliver the maybe the working solution, because this is the main goal to deliver something functional for you, then we can think about it and maybe ask you as a community to do some additional work here and experiment with that. There are different options and we are.
You can see, guys, that R&D is quite, developing something that is quite new, and we are just making new path in some the implementations and solutions opens always a new doors, and there is some always temptation to go further and check what is there, right? And this is what Tomek showed, that we opened heavy doors. It takes some time, but after behind those doors you can find a lot of areas that you can just utilize as a new functionalities and options for your projects, and I think you can see that Tomek is coming up with all the time with all the new ideas and things to add the project, and we say okay, we need to just stop, we just finish the market and then we will need time, and I hope the resources to just deliver everything for you guys. But like always, right?
We are balls deep in R&D right now.
But no worries, guys, like always, right? With them, with proper amount of the patient and time, you can deliver in IT almost everything, right? It's depend on the cost and the time and everything like that. So of course there's some boundaries about the computations limitations from the computers and processors, things like that. But for what we are doing right now together, I think you can imagine that with the proper time and resources, we can achieve something that will really change the market, right? So this is what we are going for, right?
Are there some questions on the chat? Because
no, I'm afraid you are too. I mean, it's too complicated and technical that.
If there be any piece, right? I will be once again in the maybe next or a few next lives. Then I try to answer.
Yeah, sure. So guys, you can just as well make, if you're afraid to ask right now, or do you need the time to just listen this once again and just note your comments. Please in mind that Maciek, you could just share the information about our Telegram if you can. But yeah, you can just join our Telegram groups. We are always there, and if you ask, then we will back to you there, or we just mention those like Bartek sometimes doing, right? We are reading some questions that is frequently appearing on chat. And then we are always addressing them as well here on the live stream and as well on the Telegram group. So if you would like to be a little bit closer with the team, you should join our Telegram groups. You should follow us on the Twitter, and I think that's it, right? Guys, any last chance for questions? If not, we will be ending the stream right now.
Wrapping up.
So today's with us was Maciek, Tomek, Bartek, and Humble's servant Bartek as well. Thank you very much, guys, for everything, and see you next week.
Yeah, bye.
See ya.
See you guys.